dahil marami nga pong pinagre-resign, baka maantala po yung mga proyekto na flood control. Mainam po sana ipagkatiwalaan muna po natin sa AFP dahil sila po ang pinagkakatiwalaan ng ating taong bayan.
Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat mga kababayan. Kumusta po kayong lahat? Saan mang dako po kayo naroon, sana'y nasa mabuti po kayong kalagayan. Dito na naman po tayo sa isa na namang reaksyon sa mga bago at may kaganapan dito sa ating bansa. Eto nga mga kababayan, grabe, AFP, nais na pong papasukin dahil nga po sa mga kabi-kabilang anomalya na natuklasan po ngayon, partikular nga po dito sa flood control mga kababayan. At yun nga mga kababayan, diretso na po tayo sa naging pahayag ni Senator Robin Padilla at ni Senator Lacson mga kababayan. Pero bago yan, kung bago ka pa lang dito sa ating channel ay mag-subscribe ka na at i-click mo na din ang notification bell para maging updated ka sa mga susunod pa nating video. Paki-like at paki-share mo na din ang video ito sa iba pa nating mga kababayan. Maraming salamat po.
I'd like to commend Senator Ping Lacson dun sa ginawa niyang comprehensive research sa flood control. Kahanga-hanga nga at in-depth talaga at marami tayong natutunan because of that. Meron akong few questions kay Senator Ping. Senator Ping, kasi kanina medyo kinapos ako sa oras sa Blue Ribbon. Would you support na kailangan lahat ng mga contractors and DPWH officials, especially yung pinagdududahan na involved sa anomaly, na dapat makita natin yung kanilang ITR para pagbanggain natin, yung kanilang mga possession tulad ng Diskaya na meron 28 luxury vehicles, kung yung ba'y babangga doon sa ITR na binabayaran nila.
I agree, Mr. President. In fact, I was informed by the minority leader that she was already served the LOA by the BIR commissioner himself, Commissioner Lumagi. So that could start the ball rolling in an investigation to be conducted by the Bureau of Internal Revenue, no less.
Pero kanina, Mr. President, I was informed by one of the personnel sa BIR, sabi ang bigyan lang daw ng LOA, letter of authority, ay yung company ni Diskaya. So ang gusto ko sana, mismong si Diskaya mismo, yung Diskaya mag-asawa, mabigyan ng LOA na para makapag-explain. And also, do you support, Mr. President, na hindi dapat abutin ng buwan o taon bago lumabas yung resulta ng LOA?
Yes, I agree, Mr. President. I'm not privy to because it was just relayed to me by Senator Soto. Maybe he can share what he knows firsthand.
And also, siguro, Mr. President, tulad sinabi ni Senator Soto kanina na nagustuhan ko ngayon dahil it happens na yung 28 luxury vehicles na binili ng mga Diskaya ay mula sa dalawang dealer mula sa dalawang car dealership na pasimuno sa smuggling ng mga sasakyan. In fact, yung dealership ko ngayon ay involved doon sa pagpasok ng Bugatti na ako po nag-expose na hindi nakapagbayad ng tamang tax kaya nahila. So maybe doon sa 28 luxury vehicles baka mahila natin lahat yung baka hindi nagbayad ng tax yun. Anomalous na yung pagkaroon nila ng ganong karami.
Mukhang may tago na po ata panghihilahin natin doon.
Kaming pera, pati ba naman doon sa pagbayad ng taxes sa mga sakyan, anomalous pa rin. So do you agree, Mr. President?
Yes, Mr. President. By the way, I stand corrected and like to correct and put on record yung response ko kanina sa distinguished gentleman from Tarlac. Yung nabito ni Presidente, 26 billion. Ito yung program under the DPWH budget and another 168 billion under the unprogrammed. Yung Pizarro, malaki po ito, 757.3 billion pesos. So, ganun kalaki yung naiwan sa budget kasi naka-hinold na Malacanang ang release ng SARO.
And last question, Mr. President. Sa records po ng DPWH, 103 contractors na flag down nila na hindi tama yung ginagawa, meaning na blacklist. But out of those 103, isa lamang doon, Mr. President, ang sa flood control. Do you agree na dapat imbestigahan din ang DPWH? Bakit isa lang ang flood control doon na flag down na bilang tawag na blacklisted? Diba dapat mas marami dapat doon ang flood control projects?
Well, all I can say, Mr. President, is that the President made a very good choice in the person of Secretary Vince Dizon. And I think being an action man, he will initiate a comprehensive and extensive investigation on the anomalies involving flood control projects. In fact, I heard that he already ordered the submission of courtesy resignations of all the officials, undersecretaries and below. And that's, I think, a good start.
And you did mention about Secretary Vince, Mr. President, and I do agree with you, Senator Lacson, of course, with the President of appointing him, because for me, he is the perfect person for that position. I only know him for a short time with his short stint bilang Secretary ng Public Services, me bilang Chairman ng Public Services. He's done a lot. Marami po siya mga nagawa, mabusisi siya. He does a lot of inspections. In fact, he's very strict with his people. He monitors his people very well. So I think he fits for that position. Do you agree, Mr. President?
Yes, I agree, Mr. President. As a matter of fact, I sent to him already an advance information through one of his prospective staff, who used to work under me sa PNP. I gave him the information on at least 2 district engineers, and a minor functionary sa Bulacan who are big-time gamblers in one of the casinos here. And the 2 of them, as per my information, used aliases. They hid their true identities, gumamit ng fictitious name, and ang recorded losses. This is just informal and official, but I intend to get the official record. Yung isa po natalo ng 300 million,
Nako.
yung isa more than 300 million. And these are salary grade 19 officials, being district engineer, and the other one is even occupying a lower position. So you can just imagine the enormity of the corruption that's going on. This is only in Bulacan, Mr. President. I got hold of the aliases that they used. So it will be easier for the concerned authorities to really identify or get all the records of their winnings and losses.
And it's very easy, Mr. President, kasi all we need to do is call the attention of Soler, Okada, and all other casinos para makita yung labas-pasok nitong mga nagsusugal ng mga DPWH officials, Mr. President.
Yeah, that's what I did, Mr. President. I already wrote Chairman Altenco to coordinate or direct the different casinos to provide the information. I gave him all the necessary information to identify or to point to the DPWH officials through their aliases. And by the way, there's this Memorandum Circular number 6, issued way back in 2016, na pinagbabawal na mahigpit ang paglalaro sa casino ng lahat ng government officials. Yung sinasabi rito, connected directly with the operation of the government or any of its agencies. Aside from a possible, malit lang pong penalty rito, yung violation of Article 178 of the Revised Penal Code, using fictitious name and concealing true name, mababa ang penalty. Arresto mayor and a fine not to exceed 100,000 pesos. Pero at least, dito kung sa violation naman ng RA 6713, Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards of Government Officials and Employees, medyo mataas yung penalty. Abot siya ng hanggang 5 years imprisonment, and ang fine nasa mga 5,000. And perpetual disqualification. Possible perpetual disqualification from holding public office.
And lastly, Mr. President, last na. Thank you, Mr. President. That's all. And I congratulate you, Senator Ping Lacson. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much to the gentleman from Sabela.
What is the pleasure of us, Senator Zubiri?
Yes, Mr. President, just to interject, with that revelation, may we ask if the Blue Ribbon Committee, which is already conducting the investigation, subpoena the CCTV as well as the pertinent documents that the fellow used in their gambling activities?
If the chair may, what I would want to interject, I asked the question earlier during the Blue Ribbon Committee, and former D. Henry Alcantara even admitted of their casino visits with Bryce Hernandez and others. And we likewise requested Soler North to provide the CCTV so that we can identify if indeed they are going there.
Yes, because that's unexplained wealth, Mr. President. Definitely, if they lose 300 million, where did they get the 300 million from?
From
Thank you,
flood
Mr.
control, Mr. President.
Exactly. But my point being is, kung may pera silang ganyan, talagang dapat mailabas ng agency yan, a proper agency concerned. And most especially the gambling casino. If it's subpoenaed, they're no longer, I think, covered by the Privacy Act. If it's subpoenaed by the Blue Ribbon, pwede na makuha ang dokumento, yung video na yan, Mr. President. Thank you. Thank you.
Unfortunately, Mr. President, ang lifespan ng CCTV footages, 1 month lang. So kung naglaro sila more than a month ago, baka wala na, nakabura na yon.
Mr. President.
Yes, the majority leader is recognized.
Yes, Mr. President, just to confirm the information given by Senator Lacson to Senator Rafi Tulfo earlier, I was just on the phone with the BIR Commissioner Jun Lumagi, and the additional LOA that they had given Mrs. Diskaya earlier was an additional for 2019 and 2024 that they refused to receive before. And the 2020 up to the 2023 was already served, ongoing, and the for the 9 companies, but for the individual herself, yes, there is an ongoing investigation already and an LOA.
So that should address the concern raised by
Yes.
Senator Tulfo, Mr. President.
Thank you. Mr. President, next to interpolate is the gentleman from Nueva Ecija and Camarines Norte, Senator Robin Hood Padilla. I move that he be recognized, Mr. President.
Senator Robin Hood Padilla is recognized.
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo, at sa ating pinunong mayorya. Meron lang po ako mga konting katanungan.
Willingly to the distinguished gentleman who played my role sa 10,000 hours.
Isang karangalan po at nakapagbigay po sa akin ng Grand Slam. Naniniwala po ba kayo, Ginoong Pangulo, na ang AFP sa ngayon ang may pinakamataas na trust rating, ang Armed Forces of the Philippines po?
I have no personal knowledge, but if you say so, Mr. President, I believe you.
Opo. Bilang kayo po ay dati na nasa Philippine Military Academy at kayo po ay nagserbisyo sa bayan, naniniwala din po ba kayo na isa sa pinakamatapat ang ating Armed Forces of the Philippines?
Tama po yon. Kasi yung kanilang oath, sinabi nila talaga, pagtatanggol nila ang watawat ng ating bansa at ating mga mamamayan.
Bilang ako po ang gumanap ng inyong buhay sa 10,000 hours, pinagmamalaki ko po na dito ko po nakita sa AFP na sila po ay pwedeng pagkatiwalaan. Ito pong nangyayari ngayon sa flood control, naniniwala po ba kayo na kaya pang baguhin ang DPWH?
Kaya po. Especially na na-appoint si Secretary Vince Dizon, I think you will agree with me na isa siyang action man at talagang pwedeng pagkatiwalaan sa isang maselan na posisyon bilang Secretary ng DPWH.
Opo. Marami pong mga kababayan natin ang ito po talagang majority ay galit na galit po sa nangyayari na baha, sa mga dilubyo po nila na nararanasan. Sa tingin po ba ninyo ay may tiwala pa sila sa DPWH?
Sana po manumbalik ang kanilang pagtitiwala sa DPWH. Anyway, iba na po yung liderato at hindi ko naman po hinuhusgahan yung dating sekretaryo o dating kalihim na Secretary Bonoan. Pero ang sinasabi ko lang, dahil hindi ko naman siya kilala at kilala ko si Secretary Vince Dizon, malaki pong aking pag-asa na manunumbalik ang pagtitiwala ng ating mga mamamayan sa DPWH.
Opo. Ito naman pong akin po ay isang suggestion lang po ito. Kayo din po ang makakapagbigay liwanag sa amin bilang ito po ay out of the box po ito, aking mungkahi. Noong pong panahon ni Pangulong Arroyo, nagtatag po siya ng National Development Support Command. Ito po yung NADESCOM sa AFP. Ang NADESCOM po ang development arm ng AFP upang labanan ang insurgency sa mga kanayunan. Sila po ay nakikipag-partner sa mga private donors at local development units upang magsagawa ng iba't ibang development projects tulad ng mga school buildings, farm-to-market roads, health centers, rural electrification, bridge, pathwalk, water system, multipurpose buildings at rain collectors. Ngunit sila po ay binuwag noong 2012. Tinataya po na 1,800 development projects po ang natapos nila mula noong sila po ay maitatag. Ang akin pong mungkahi, dahil ngayon po ay marami po ang pinagre-resign ng ating mahal na Pangulo, bilang hindi naman po pwede na itigil ang mga flood control projects, hindi po ba pwede na ito munang na-discom ang magtuloy na mga flood control projects na mga nasira o mga na-ghost? Sa palagay po ba ninyo, pwede natin silang pagkatiwalaan?
Totoo po yun. At pwede natin imungkahi sa Pangulo ng Pilipinas sa mag-issue uli ng executive order para mabuo uli yung sinasabi yung na-DESCOM. In fact, meron tayong engineering brigade. No? Capable naman po sila na magsagawa ng mga development projects, infrastructure projects, school buildings, even roads. Ano? Kaya nila yan. So maganda po yung inyong mungkahi at sana makarating ito sa palasyo at magawa ng karampatang aksyon. Tama-tama, meron tayong ongoing na budget deliberation. Baka pwede nating kung magkakaroon ng basihan sa pamamagitan ng isang executive fiat, pwede tayong sigurong mag-realign ng budgets papunta sa DND or AFP nang sa ganon mapondohan yung inyong minumungkahi na pagbuo muli o pag-revive ng NADESCOM.
Yun lang po, mahal naming tagapangulo, sapagkat sa aking pong paniwala, matagal po ito sigurong adjustment natin dahil marami nga pong pinagre-resign, baka maantala po yung mga proyekto na flood control. Mainam po sana ipagkatiwalaan muna po natin sa AFP dahil sila po ang pinagkakatiwalaan ng ating taong bayan. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat po. Alam nyo, yung mga out of the box, minsan mas pakinabang pa kaysa sa yung mga common o yung regular na mga proposals. Maraming salamat po sa ginoong distinguished gentleman from Nueva Ecija.
Salamat po.
At yun na nga mga kababayan, hanggang dito na lang po ang ating video. Kung ano man po ang inyong opinion at suggestion sa video ito, ay i-comment nyo lang po sa ibaba. Naway maging kabahagi po tayong lahat tungo sa pagsulong at pag-unlad ng ating pinakamamahal na bansang Pilipinas. Ingat po kayo palagi at maraming salamat.